They have space to move freely. They have space for setting up the centers that they need to work with based on the implementation of the high school curriculum. They have the outside space for the rigorous play, the bathroom facilities. All of those are really going to help in ensuring that the children have this safe and supportive environment. So I want to express thanks to BNTF for providing this for our early learners.
I believe CDB has been playing a critical role in our development locally as it relates to education. In addition to that, I want to recognize the contractors. We are pretty much impressed with the work that we have seen. All of those locally, the staff of BNTF and all of those who have been part of making all this possible, was not an easy time, especially with COVID. So credit must be given to all of those who made these projects a success, bringing them to fruition where the students can actually benefit and teachers benefit from the new environments.
The Basic Needs Trust Fund is a poverty reduction program of the Caribbean Development Bank. Its objective is to be a community development program that supports education, water and sanitation, community access and drainage, and economic activities through skills training, organizational development, infrastructure, and services.
The 5th Annual Masters of Calypso Melody and Rhythm Edition, Sunday, May 8th, Mother's Day, at the Spice Basket Bolio St. George's. Showtime, 6 p.m. and tickets cost $60. Featuring live from Trinidad and Tobago, Baron. Shigalos.
This is party time. I'm feeling the wine.
From Barbados, Red Plastic Bag. From Grenada, Beast, Scholar, Inspector, Black Wizard, Cox, Samantha Dixon, Squeezy and Moyakai. A special award ceremony for the Hitman Inspector.
Let me tell you that, Inspector, eating better. Make yourself at home, young fella. Eating better.
All artists backed by the Royal Grenada Police Force Band. A special cocktail on entry for all mothers. Compliments West Hall Rum. Tickets available at Mitchell's Health and Wellness Grand Anse, Grenada Optical St. George's, Kittens Pharmacy in St. George's and Grand Anse, St. David's Pharmacy, Licks and Bites Guave, Maxie's Bar Grenville. Masters of Calypso, powered by West Hall Rum's National Lotteries Authority, Flo, Senator Nolan Cox, Captain Harris Suite, Mitchell's Health and Wellness, ML Construction Services, King Elvis Taxi and Tours. One special evening dedicated to mothers. Sunday, May 8th, 6 p.m. This will be one unforgettable show.
She wants high. She wants plumbing.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2.5 years of waiting and waiting,
I know you're feeling pain.
Finally, we are going back to the stadium on Sunday, May 15th from 5 p.m. We say, Tingo Nice again.
Tingo Nice again, Tingo Nice again.
As Megaforce Promotions brings to you $120,000 cash money bingo. That's right, Grenada. It's a massive $120,000 bingo. 120,000 big ones. Bingo tickets cost $50. Make it a date. Grab your bingo posse and let's go to the National Stadium Sunday, 15th May from 5 p.m. Tingo Nice again.
Tingo Nice again, Tingo Nice again.
Hello and welcome to the evening edition of news here on MTV for Friday, the 6th of May. Coming up this evening, mother of deceased Kimon Bell calls for justice, while Commissioner of Police calls on the public to respect police officers during protest action. Education officials welcome the extension of CXC deadline. MTV and Magic FM honoring mothers through She's Royal special program. And in sport, Bamiami women go down by 8 wickets to Falcon women. We'll have details to those and other stories coming up for you, right along with the public forecast information. It's all a part of the Evening News Friday. Stay with us.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere.
The first segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with GUT Cooperative Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Good evening, I'm Tony Julian with the details. The mother of deceased Kimon Bell, in an interview with MTV News, said justice must prevail and she's calling on the Commissioner of Police for a fair investigation. We have more in this report.
Although investigations have been launched, the mother of Kimon Bell, who was killed in a boating incident involving the Grenada Coast Guard vessel on Sunday 24th April, told MTV News that she continues to fight for justice for her 22-year-old son.
And what I feel that people did try to cover up and everything, but this one ain't going down. So I ain't leaving my child dead like this and ain't giving no answers to say what happened. Nothing ain't going on so. You have a mother, you have a father, you have family members. And I'm going to stand up and fight until I get justice for my child. I am going to stand up and fight until I get justice for my child.
Kimberly Bell says that she has been struggling with the loss of her son.
And they're just making me more mad than ever, and I'm just trying to stay calm in all of it. It's not easy to just see your son one day and couldn't believe that is the last hug and kiss you get from a child, and to get this sad news.
Bell says all her trust is with God during this heartbreaking journey.
Vengeance belongs to God, and these police and they will never have peace until they come out and see the truth, what happened. They could never sleep in the night until they come out with the truth. I know the God I serve, and I'm leaving them in the hands of God.
In a press briefing on Thursday, Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin assured the public that there will be a fair investigation into the incident and called on the family and the public to trust the process.
On this issue, I understand that emotions are high. I understand that persons have concerns. And I understand very well that the loss of life, of any life, anywhere, is tragic, unfortunate, and worthy of concern. But similarly, I appeal for us to be calm, for us to be considerate, and to allow the process to proceed and complete.
Nikita Hostin, MTV News.
Meanwhile, Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin is calling on the public to respect police officers during protest action, as several police officers were injured during last Friday's protest action at the Sir Eric Matthew Gary Botanical Gardens. The protesters were demanding justice for Kimon Bell, who was killed in the Sunday 24th of April boating incident. Commissioner Martin also complimented his officers for exercising restraint, even while being attacked by protesters.
The RGPF respects the right of individuals to a peaceful protest. However, I want to appeal for cooperation and respect for officers in the execution of their duty, particularly at these incidents, where the sole purpose of police officers in those duties are to ensure the peace, safety, and security, including that of protesters. It is sad, it is unfortunate, it is unacceptable when officers are trying to do the best to protect others and yourself, and then they are being attacked in the process. In the last protest action we had, I think last Friday, 2 officers were injured by bottles thrown at them. Another individual passing on his motorcycle was drenched with liquid. I think his beer and water were thrown on him as well. Colleagues, I want to appeal to the general public for us to cooperate with the police in the execution of the duties. For we are here to serve you. There is no other purpose for the police force. Police officers are not your enemies. But certainly there are incidents that will happen, and when those incidents happen, there is a right and wrong way of treating with it. So we appeal for tolerance, consideration, of course for persons to exercise a greater sense of discretion and allow the process that society has set up to deal with mechanisms and incidents to follow through. And when those investigations are done, we can all then make a decision on how we should or should not respond to those instances.
Frankson Marshall, second vice president of the Grenada Union of Teachers, or GUT, joined TAM-CC lecturers in protest action on Friday. The lecturers continue to protest for salary increases owed to them. We have more in this report.
Frankson Marshall, second vice president of the Grenada Union of Teachers, says protest action by lecturers is supported by the union. He says the tertiary institution and its workers should be treated better than they are currently treated.
It's unconscionable that our premier college is treated as an also-ran, and that these workers have not received increases for over 10 years. You know the price of a pound of sugar 10 years ago? The price of gasoline? And this is our institution. Our ministry, the Ministry of Education, just across the road there. Our minister, our government of Grenada, our prime minister needs to treat these workers and this institution with greater respect.
The protest action, which started over 2 weeks ago by lecturers of TAM-CC, is to demand payment in salary increases and better working conditions.
As a matter of fact, I think they should be applauded for bearing the brunt of the diminishing disposable income for 10 years. My daughter is doing the exam this year. 10 years ago, she just come. And this is not fair. For our sons and daughters of Grenada, the first avenue into higher education is through those gates there. And if we value them, value the teachers, the workers at this college, and treat them with respect, and 10 years is way too long to be waiting on increases. All these years waiting on increments. Treat them better. That is the way we keep moving, by treating our workers and our teachers with the respect that they deserve.
Marshall says the protest action continues in the coming days.
So far, we have received no official response or communique. As such, we continue with our actions.
Nikita Hostin, MTV News.
7 contestants from the big parish will vie for the crown this year at the highly anticipated Peter Bain Mother's Day Queen Show, as his wife and family continue to establish and promote his lifelong dream and legacy, as we hear now from Troy Gill.
Mothers in St. Andrew and surrounding communities can once again look forward to the annual Mother's Day Queen Show to be held at Victoria Park, Grenville on Sunday. The event is the brainchild of cultural icon Peter David and is now hosted by his family for the first time since his passing in October last year. His wife, Nola Bain, speaking to MTV News by phone on Friday, said he will be greatly missed. However, mothers can still look forward to a wonderful event.
Well, as always, you can expect good things from the Mother's Day Queen Show. Mr. Bain is not around. We miss him very much, and as you know, he's the main founder of it. But what I can assure you is that we will ensure that the people enjoy themselves as usual, and we'll try our best to give a good product. You can expect on the day 7 beautiful contestants from different parts of the parishes of St. Andrews, and they're all excited as much as we do. So on that day, Sunday, you can expect big things.
She also highlighted the importance of continuing his legacy.
Well, it is very important that we stick to, as we promised the nation, that we will stick to the legacy of Mr. Peter Bain, and we would ensure that we do all that he does. I mean, even if we cannot do it as him, but we try our best to do what is expected of the people from us, for him, on behalf of him.
His family was also successful in accomplishing his dream of establishing and continuing several businesses in the town of Grenville, including a restaurant and nightclub now known as Peter Bain Enterprises.
Before Mr. Bain passed on, that was his dream. His dream was to go into the business with a nightclub, a restaurant, a stationery shop. And it's so unfortunate that he didn't get his dream. So what we have here, what is here presently, is a nightclub, a bar, a stationery shop, and a restaurant. And it is named PB's Enterprises.
Bain, who was an avid philanthropist, held a scaled-down version of the event at his home last year. However, with the lifting of the COVID-19 restrictions, they have opted to return to Victoria Park, Grenville. For MTV News, Troy Gill.
That's the first segment of news. We'll be right back with you after the break.
The first segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with GUT Cooperative Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash 4 every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes. Twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
If prosperity really matters to you, come home to Grenada Cooperative Bank. Since 1932, we have shared the same values: financial diligence, investing with prudence, transparent compliance, consistent performance.
Welcome home, Grenada.
No matter the economic climb, we always stand the test of time.
Welcome home, Grenada, the bank that goes the extra mile. Welcome home, Grenada, the bank that serves with a smile.
Welcome to a bank you can truly call your own. Grenada Cooperative Bank.
We care because you matter.
Co-op Bank. Welcome home.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You Rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit or call LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
The 5th Annual Masters of Calypso Melody and Rhythm Edition, Sunday, May 8th, Mother's Day, at the Spice Basket Bolio St. George's. Showtime, 6 p.m. and tickets cost $60. Featuring live from Trinidad and Tobago, Baron, Shigalos.
There's this party time, I'm feeling to wine.
From Barbados, Red Plastic Bag. From Grenada, Beast, Scholar, Inspector, Black Wizard, Cox, Samantha Dixon, Squeezy, and Moyakai. A special award ceremony for the Hitman Inspector.
Let me tell you that, Inspector, eating better. Make yourself at home, young fella. Eating better.
All artists backed by the Royal Grenada Police Force Band. A special cocktail on entry for all mothers. Compliments West Hall Rum. Tickets available at Mitchell's Health and Wellness Grand Anne's, Grenada Optical St. George's, Gittins Pharmacy in St. George's and Grand Anne's, St. David's Pharmacy, Lixon Bites Guave, Maxie's Bar Grenville. Masters of Calypso, powered by West Hall Rum's National Lotteries Authority, Flo, Senator Nolan Cox, Captain Harris Suite, Mitchell's Health and Wellness, ML Construction Services, King Elvis Taxi and Tours. One special evening dedicated to mothers. Sunday, May 8th, 6 p.m. This will be one unforgettable show.
She wants that. She wants plumbing.
The second segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. To grow with us, save with us.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Welcome back. Education officials welcome the decision by CXC to adjust the dates for the commencement of the CSEC and CAPE exams to the 23rd of May, this of course being due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. CXC Registrar Dr. Wayne Wesley, in a recent press conference, announced that the exams have been pushed back by 3 weeks to the 23rd of May, with plans being made to make results available in late August or early September. Chief Education Officer in the Ministry of Education, Angela Finley, said the decision augurs well for students.
In Grenada, we were purposed to work with the timelines that were established by CXC for all of the exams that falls under their purview. But it is to be acknowledged that there are challenges for some students more than others in terms of preparation. So students, for the main, have welcomed the extension of time because it gave them a little more time to work on things that they were not so comfortable with. So we had a meeting with principals yesterday, and that was the sentiments of them even then, that, the extension was welcome.
However, Findlay did say the Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment Exams, or CPEA, will continue on schedule for the 12th and 13th of May.
So the Common Entrance exams is going on as usual. There was no request by any territory because, as you know, the extension that we have was due to major representation from some territories when they looked at the challenges that confronted the reopening of schools, etc. So for the CPA, there was no request made, and in Grenada, teachers, students, the indication is that they have been to work with the 12th and 13th, so CPA is starting for the 12th and 13th.
According to the latest release from CXC, school-based assessment, or SBAs, have also been extended by 2 weeks. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell and other regional leaders have received assurances from the United States that there will be annual engagements to further strengthen the economic partnership between the United States and the Caribbean. The commitment was in fact delivered by Vice President Kamala Harris last Friday during the virtual U.S.-Caribbean leaders meeting. It comes just over a week after Prime Minister Mitchell called for an annual dialogue between American policymakers and Caribbean leaders.
The recent Caribbean Financial Access Round the Table in Barbados, Grenada's Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell welcomed the proposal put forward by Congresswoman Maxine Waters for an annual U.S. Caribbean banking forum, but stressed the need for a broader annual initiative with U.S. policymakers. Dr. Mitchell therefore welcomed the assurance from Vice President Kamala Harris at Friday's virtual U.S. Caribbean leaders meeting that the United States is committed to tackling current challenges together with the region. Dr. Mitchell said, however, that it is important to ensure more worthwhile outcomes from such engagements and appropriate follow-up action. He pointed out that there have been several meetings over the years, but the result has not been very positive, adding that in many cases the region was left feeling abandoned. Prime Minister Mitchell suggested that the United States help to provide empowerment opportunities for Caribbean nationals by investing in areas such as education and science and technology. The engagement with the U.S. Vice President focused on 3 areas: economic recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic, security cooperation, and climate resilience and energy security. Dr. Mitchell noted that the impact of the pandemic has been devastating, delivering a near knockout punch to many islands. However, he made the point that the United States and other developed countries can play a significant role in the recovery process by making more development financing available through grants and highly concessional loans. Joseph McKee-Smith for MTV News.
The Ministry of Agriculture continues to place its attention on the improvement and sustainability of the livestock sector in Grenada through a series of outreach programs across the country, the most recent of them having been held in the parish of St. Patrick. But let's get more in this report.
A contingent of livestock officers, inclusive of the acting chief veterinary and livestock officer, Dr. Kimon Cummings, veterinary technologist Yolande Lord Telesford and Wendell Wilson, animal health assistant Frankie Buckmeyer, and extension assistant Roy Lewis offered technical advice and veterinary services to over 30 livestock farmers in the St. Patrick area on Wednesday and Thursday. The team was also joined by the Western District Predial Larceny Task Force, headed by a liaison officer attached to the Ministry of Agriculture, Superintendent Solomon Stafford. Acting Chief Veterinary and Livestock Officer Dr. Keemon Cummings said the ministry is striving to foster an effective relationship while imparting basic animal husbandry knowledge to the farmers.
Once we develop that solid relationship with the farmer community, what we intentionally is a high level of trust. And not just trust, but once we trust the farmers start trusting us, in that light, then the information that we give them, then they will start imparting this increase in production.
The Prairie Lasny Liaison Officer attached to the Ministry of Agriculture, Superintendent Solomon Stafford, said the presence of the officers of the Prairie Lasny Task Force is instrumental in establishing relationships that can help in encouraging farmers' trust in officers.
Having interacted with the farmers, found out that, listen, there are many farmers. As a matter of fact, in this St. Patrick's area, 35 livestock farmers that have more than 10 animals, and therefore clearly we have to start looking into what is happening in the livestock side to encourage that farmer, ministry, police collaboration to encourage that somewhere.
Recognizing the importance of an improved livestock sector, Minister for Agriculture, Honorable Peter David, who visited the outreach and dialogued with some of the farmers, commended the team for the services they are offering the livestock farmers.
Sometimes the farmers keep doing the same thing over and over, and they don't have the scientific knowledge. I think what is happening today, as well I've been seeing, is that they are imparting some scientific knowledge to them so that they can have more efficient production methods. And, for example, I saw one animal this morning that was injured. They tended to the animal, ensure that the farmer knows what to do so that the animal can be saved. I mean, if you don't tend to them properly, you can have a lovely animal that can bring serious income, but then they die because you just didn't do the right thing. So I want to commend the livestock team for doing that.
For MTV News, Troy Gill.
Now, before we end this segment, some information from Flow Grenada. All major mobile carriers across the United States will shut down their 3G networks. This will be to pave the way for their final transition to 4G LTE and 5G technology. This change will mean that other or older smartphones and other devices which utilize 3G technology will no longer work while roaming in the U.S. As of the respective dates, all 3G devices will no longer work on those networks in the U.S. And only customers using 4G LTE or 5G devices will be able to utilize roaming services. Now, while customers will be able to utilize roaming data services and Wi-Fi on 4G LTE or 5G devices in the U.S., traditional voice calls on this 4G LTE or 5G networks can only be made if the devices are voice over LTE enabled. Customers will, however, still be able to utilize popular mobile apps such as WhatsApp to make calls on these networks. Flow is in the process of improving their network to implement the voice over LTE capability to facilitate traditional voice calling while in the U.S. But as an interim measure, customers will still be able to utilize their 3G, 4G LTE or 5G devices to access both mobile data and voice roaming services on the T-Mobile network until the 1st of July this year. Flow has already made the necessary adjustments to automatically register mobile devices on the T-Mobile network upon arrival in the United States. Now, considering these changes and also to ensure that customers can stay connected while traveling in the United States after the shutdown of these 3G networks, the following is recommended. Upgrade your device from 3G to a 4G LTE or 5G device that supports the voice over LTE. Upgrade your SIM card to an LTE SIM. Ensure that you subscribe to a suitable roaming package before departing. When the Voice over LTE functionality is available on their network, ensure that the Voice over LTE feature in your device is activated and updated with the latest version. Ensure that the Voice over LTE is switched on before traveling. That was some information from Flo, and bringing us to the end of this second segment of news. Remember though, up next, we'll have Total Local, and we'll be featuring MTV and Magic FM's She's Royal Mother's Day program. So do stay with us.
The second segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. To grow with us, save with us.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business.
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Glam out in the best names and designer frames with Quartz Optical. Buy one stylish frame and get 50% off your second pair. Sport your favorite Armani, Converse, Vogue, and many more frames for less. Get an additional 10% off and pay nothing for 30 days when you pay with Ready Finance. Book your free eye examination appointment online today on www.quartzoptical.com. Don't miss the opportunity to glam out. Only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Offer available while stocks last. Special conditions apply.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game.
Now you love Super 6 even more. With more money to the jackpot galore. Play more, win more, have more fun. With more jackpot money, Super 6 is my number one. With the new and improved Super 6 game, the jackpot keep growing and growing and growing.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game. Super 6, bigger jackpots, more chances to win.
It's celebration time at Clear Vision Eye Center as we celebrate our mothers for all their hard work and sacrifice. Just for mom, buy one pair of glasses, get a second pair at half price after a free eye test, all in the month of May. Choose a more Chanel, Clear Vision, or Spice eyewear frames. Don't just tell her it's a special day, show her. Call 444-0055 to make an appointment now. It's Clear Vision's special Mother's Day tribute for all of May. Free eye test, plus buy one pair of glasses, get the second at half price. Dearest mom, you're the best.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do three things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Grenada, It's week 2 in the 4th edition of the Pure Grenada Cup. And on Saturday, 7th May, we're taking the action to the big parish, Victoria Park in Grenville. From 7 p.m., Game 1, St. Patrick Crown City Strikers versus U17 Young Gunners. 9:30 p.m., St. David Top Strikers versus St. Andrew Big Parish Stars. Admission $20. Then on Sunday, we head to the Cuthbert Peters Park in Gore, where the St. John Dolphin will meet St. Mark Western Stars. Admission $10. The 4th edition of the Pure Grenada Cup is on. Don't miss it.
MTV's Total Local is brought to you in association with Cara Brewery.
Welcome back. For this week's edition of Total Local, we feature MTV and Magic FM's Mother's Day TV show, She's Royal, which was aired on Friday, where Inspector and Red Plastic Bag, two of the artists who will be on the 5th annual Masters of Calypso Melody and Rhythm edition, made appearances. Several mothers were also winners of exciting gift packages. So, have a look.
Do you feel like boogie woogieing down in Spice Basket for Masters of Calypso?
I believe that sounds fantastic.
Yes, so it's yours. It is yours. Congratulations.
Oh, I didn't know. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Caribou.
Caribou's in the building, finally. So we have a special prize for you from the Clear Vision Eye Care Center. So you can claim that prize. We're gonna get your information off air, and we'll be able to give you that one.
I'm actually calling for my great-grandmother.
You're calling for your grandmother?
Yes,
Great-grandmother?
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. What's her name?
My name?
What's her name?
Anne.
Anne?
Yes.
Okay. And what's your name?
Jaylene.
What's that?
Jaylene.
Jaylene?
Yes.
Awesome. Where are you calling us from?
Paraclete.
Now listen. How old is your great-grandmother?
98.
98. So here's what. We would love to give you a special beauty treatment, compliments MTV and Grenada Informer. So we're going to help you get your hair done as well as your nails done. How does that sound?
Yes.
So you could look nice and sparkling.
Yes, thanks.
Awesome. Congratulations to you, and of course, happy Mother's Day.
Life was nice between you and Daddy, and that's how you come to make me. For what reason, you know I can ask that question. But you grew me up to be a respectable man. I take a good look and found some time to think. And then I realized how much milk of yours I drink. Mother, you no longer here in my company. I feel in a pressure deep inside of me. Life is was such a memory of a mother.
What do you think about calypso and soca as a genre? I know there's a push for it to be more global.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say in terms of that for the genres of music that's well known in the Southern Caribbean?
Yeah, well, I believe that yes, we have to try to market our music beyond the diaspora, but I think it's very important that we do not dilute what we do. I think that what we are as a people is deeply rooted in our culture, and culture as an expression of itself should be about who you are. And I don't think that we should dilute what we have, to give to the world. We can package it differently, but not to dilute it.
And you're watching the MTV Evening News. Regional highlights are coming up.
MTV's Total Local was brought to you in association with Caribbery. The third segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with Arizo Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
My name is Trisha Maras. I am a proud member of the Arizo Credit Union. I chose to become a member of the Arizo Credit Union because I got some financial advice from a former boss who is a member of the financial institution, and that was the best decision of my life I made. What I like most about the Arizo Credit Union is the courteousness from the staff, the low interest rates, and the pension plan. How has Arizo helped me over the years? I had two dreams in this life. One is to sending my daughter off to university, and the other is achieving my dream home. So if Arizo can transform my life, it can transform yours. So if you're not yet a member of the Arizo Credit Union, come on down and be a member. Happy anniversary to the Arizo Credit Union. And thank you for the 75 years of transforming our lives.
Welcome back. Time now for this evening's Regional Roundup.
Good evening with tonight's MTV Regional Roundup. I am Clifton James. The British Virgin Islands BVI has sworn in Natalia Weekly as its new premier following the removal of Andrew Fahy, who was arrested on drug charges in the United States last week. The swearing in on Thursday came after Governor John Ranking said he had revoked Fahy's mandate on the back of a no-confidence vote in the British Overseas Territories House of Assembly. Weekly, the former Deputy Premier, who will now also hold the post of Finance Minister, said his appointment was another important and necessary step in renewing the country's cherished democracy and reforming its institutions. The government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines intends to utilise the money that has been paid down on the debt owed to Venezuela to invest in the local fishing industry. Recently, Prime Minister Ralph Gonzalez and Finance Minister Camilo Gonzalez met with Nicolas Maduro, President of Venezuela, to discuss several financial initiatives, which include over 100 million in debt relief. Minister Gonzalez said the government plans to purchase up to 6 boats with the money and reinvest money to expand the existing fleet of fishing vessels.
There are some industrial vessels that cost up to $800,000 US, and those can harvest in a year 120,000 pounds of lobster during season. And there are some medium-sized vessels which are not the industrial type. They cost about $300,000. They can do a very good mix: 70,000 pounds of lobster, another 100,000 pounds of tuna and snapper. Each one will hold between 5 and 10 crew members. So the idea is to use this money, use a significant portion of this money to purchase new vessels, larger vessels, beyond pirogue type vessels. Get some experienced captains to work on these vessels, to then train Vincentians fishing large amounts of fish in a commercial manner, and training how to use the advanced boats that are available and the advanced fishing techniques that are available. We hire the experienced captains. We compensate the local Vincentians well for working and learning on the boat. And then eventually, when we've paid off these boats, and these boats will pay themselves off very quickly because of the amount of demand that we currently have in the economy, we allow local fishers to lease these boats or use these boats, and we reinvest that $4 million to get additional boats.
St. Lucia's Labour Minister has expressed concern about the thousands of workers who do not have trade union representation to protect them from exploitation. She made the remarks at the Trade Union Federation International Workers' Day rally. More from DBS News.
Labour Minister Dr. Virginia Albert Poyot emphasized the significance of the International Workers' Day celebrations in keeping workers organized. She says it's also a time for review of services and salaries. She also expressed concern about the thousands of workers who lost their jobs because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Of greater importance to her, though, is the thousands of employees who do not have a trade union representative to protect them from exploitation at the hands of their employers.
Sometimes they could be exploited by the employers, and they do not have a voice. They do not have a body to represent them. And we have to think of these people. And a lot of them are women. They are single mothers. They have children to care for. They have to send them to school. They have to take care of their health conditions.
Trade Union Federation President Julian Monrose emphasized the importance of calling the event by its proper name, and that is International Workers' Day and not May Day or Labor Day. He called for decent compensation for employees, but that, he says, has to be coupled with respect for the workforce.
Clifton James, MTV Regional Roundup.
This is the MTV Evening News. We'll be back with you after the break.
The third segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with Arizo Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
My name is Trisha Maras. I am a proud member of the Arizo Credit Union. I chose to become a member of the Arizo Credit Union because I got some financial advice from a former boss who is a member of the financial institution, and that was the best decision of my life I made. What I like most about the Arizo Credit Union is the courteousness from the staff, the low interest rates, and the pension plan. How has Arizo helped me over the years? I had two dreams in this life. One is to sending my daughter off to university, and the other is achieving my dream home. So if Arizo can transform my life, it can transform yours. So if you're not yet a member of the Arizo Credit Union, come on down and be a member. Happy anniversary to the Arizo Credit Union. And thank you for the 75 years of transforming our lives.
You're watching the MTV Evening News. Sporting highlights are coming up next.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash Fall. Every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes. Twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Experienced drivers, you've ruled the road. Now you can enjoy the rewards with Beacon's 50-plus car insurance plan. Get hassle-free sign-up, affordable payment options, and a free windscreen cover. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get driving with Beacon today.
Good morning, Grand Lake Meter Reader.
Morning, Mr. Meterman. I'm glad I caught you. Last month, I got a very high bill, and I don't understand why.
Last month, we were not able to access your meter, so we had to estimate the bill.
So what can I do to ensure that my meter is easily accessible?
Well, you can get your licensed electrician to move your meter outside of the gate or directly in front of the house.
Well, I'll consider that.
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Holy Natural Spring Water is a water for every occasion. On the field of sports, at your workplace, just open the bottle and savor the pure, refreshing taste. Holy Natural Spring Water is produced in Mama Can St. Andrews and is available in all sizes nationwide. To order, telephone 444-7654 or 533-7654. Holy Natural Spring Water, Grenada's purest bottled water.
Miami women go down by 8 wickets to Falcons women. We'll have that and other highlights coming up for you in sport.
Caribjet, the most experienced travel agency company in Grenada, serving our clients and businesses for over 40 years. IATA accredited, we issue tickets on 280 airlines, representatives for Condor, the German airlines, and main agents for Virgin, KLM and Air France. We're specialists to the Middle East. Walk in to our ticket office at Maurice Bishop Highway, call 439-4444, WhatsApp 534-7755 or visit caribjet.com.
And at this time, a very special evening to you sporting fans. Let's hand things over to Tanya St. Louis Lawrence for this evening's highlights.
Good evening, sporting fans. We begin tonight with some results from games played on Thursday 5th in the National Netball Tournament. In Game 1, SJC versus Jet Setters Sports Club B Division, the first quarter ended 7-7, the second 12-10 in favor of Jet Setters. The third quarter ended 16-13, still with Jet Setters, and at the final whistle, both teams were 20-20. The game ended in a draw. Game 2 saw SJC versus Jet Setters Sports Club A Division. The shooters on both sides were on point with their shots. At the end of the first quarter, the score was 14-12 in favor of the Jet Setters. Second quarter, SJC took the lead 24-26. The third quarter, both teams were 35 apiece, and in the final quarter, the Jet Setters team made a strong comeback, winning 50-46. Game 3, this game featured the Top Strikers Sports Club versus Police Sports Club A Division. In the first quarter, the police team led 9-8. In the second quarter, Top Strikers took the lead 13-15. In the third quarter, the Top Strikers team pushed even harder with a score of 18-28. And in the final quarter, the score ended 39-24 in favor of the Top Strikers Sports Club. Former West Indies player Lindell Simmons scored a half-century that helped Central Sports Club to a comfortable 9-wicket win over Victoria United in the opening match in Group A of the Trinidad and Tobago Cricket Board T20 Festival Thursday. Central skipper Otley won the toss and asked Victoria to bat. The decision turned out to be a good one as Victoria struggled to keep wickets after 2.4 overs when Jones departed for 4 runs with only 6 runs runs on the board. There was a good partnership of 29 between Aaron and Eaton for the second wicket, that of Nanon with the score of 35. The next 3 wickets fell for 25 runs before a mid-innings partnership of 18 between Captain Showen 6 and Ramesh 11 for the 6th wicket of Showen. The last 4 wickets fell for 10 runs as the innings closed at 88 all out in 18.1 overs. DeAndre Norton's 18 out proved to be insufficient to prevent her Bami Army women from going down by 8 wickets to Falcons women in the Fairbrick Invitational T20 tournament at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium in the UAE on Friday. The hard-hitting West Indians innings came off just 59 balls and included 12 fours and 2 sixes. Doughton, alongside England captain Heather Knight, 20, and South Africa's Laura, 17, helped Bami Army women get to 152 for 3 off their 20 overs. The Falcons then needed only 17.3 overs to get to 156 for 2, thanks to 76 not out of 49 balls from captain Danny. Sri Lanka's Shamari and West Indian Brittany Cooper were the next best scorers with 41 and 32 not out respectively. The 2022 Fairbrick Invitational is taking place in Dubai and is an ICC-sanctioned tournament. The inaugural edition of the competition, organized by Cricket Hong Kong, will comprise 6 teams that will have players from across the globe. That's it for this evening's sporting highlights. I am Tonya St. Louis Lawrence, thanking you for joining us.
Thank you, Tanya, for the sporting highlights. And viewers, we'll have coming up for you the public forecast information and then a recap of the headlines.
MTV Weather is brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Need a quick, convenient way to pay your bills and avoid lines? Use the online banking feature from Republic Bank, First Caribbean, or Co-op Bank. Contact them today to set up your online banking and enjoy 24-hour convenience to make your bill payments. Stay safe. Grenlec, we are united even when we are apart.
It is the weekend, and with the Friday night and the weekend's weather forecast, I'm meteorologist Wayne Williams. Good evening to you, viewers. Up-level cloudiness associated with that trough that we have been following produced cloudy conditions throughout the Eastern Caribbean today. We also did see some gusty winds, and even though the clouds were present, they did not produce any rain, being up mostly upper level. So we had a nice cool day today. We continue to look at the haze, still very slight in the Eastern Atlantic, so we're looking at mostly a haze-free weekend coming up. Significant cloudiness over the northern Caribbean islands from that surface, from that trough. It will continue to dissipate slowly over the weekend, so cloudy conditions would continue. Not much chance of rain, however, over the southern portion of just to the south of Trinidad. We do have some moisture there, still could bring some rain to that country over the weekend. Tonight we expect, that's Friday night, we expect mostly cloudy conditions. Again, mostly upper level clouds, east northeasterly winds between 5 and 15 miles per hour. A minimum of 24, just about a 30% chance of some showers. The moon rose this morning at 11 minutes past 10. It's going to set tonight at 11:25. On Saturday, however, we do expect some deterioration in the cloudiness, generally fair conditions with these northeasterly winds between 10 and 22 miles per hour. Moderate seas, 5 to 7 foot waves. The sun is going to rise at 5:45 and set at 6:22. It's going to be warm again, 34 will feel like 37. On Sunday, we do expect fewer clouds, mostly fair conditions this time. Winds will shift around to become easterly to east-southeasterly between 12 and 24 miles per hour, with about a 30% chance of brief morning showers. The seas will be moderate, again 5 to 7 foot waves. Sunrise 5:44, sunset 6:22, 34. The max will feel like 38. As we enter the next work week, fair conditions will prevail. There is a slight chance that we could see some haze from about Wednesday, Thursday, but by the end of the next weekend, we could be looking at an increase in cloudiness. That's it for me for Friday night and for this week, folks. Have yourself a great night. Remember, you can join me again right here on Monday.
MTV Weather was brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
And now to end the news, a recap of the headlines. Mother of deceased Kimon Bell has called for justice, while the Commissioner of Police has called on the public to respect police officers during protest action. 7 mothers vying for annual Baines Upper Level Promotion Queen's Show Crown. MTV and Magic FM honor mothers through She Is Royal special program. And in sport, Miami women have gone down by 8 wickets to Falcons women. We've had details to those and other stories, and also a look at the public forecast information right here on the Evening News Friday on MTV. So now, on behalf of the news and production departments and Tony Julian, we all thank you for watching and wish you a good night and a wonderful weekend.
I'm a winner, you are winner, we are winners, winners.
It's the big one. Grenada. Imagine winning $25,000 and up to 6 times by scratching just one lotto ticket. Get your triple cash scratch tickets for a chance to live your best life. Win easy with Scratch. For just $3, match any of your numbers to any of the winning numbers and win the prize shown for that number. Reveal a money back symbol and win the prize instantly. Triple cash scratch. In stores now. Must be 18 or older to play.
Cause I'm a winner. From the moment that I get up, I'm feeling right.
Good evening, viewers and listeners. This is the National Lotteries Authority's Daily Pick 3 Evening Draw. It is Friday, May 6th, 2022. I'm your draw hostess, Leslie Ann Johnson. Supervising the draw, Ms. Priscilla Barry. She is representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. Quick reminder, 4 different bet types in this particular game from which you can choose. They're called inline, mix, pair, backup. It pays to play Daily Pick 3, so have your tickets. You are a lucky winner. Good luck to you. Right, so here we go. Our first number, 6, the second number, 8, the final number, 9. All right, so just to recap for your benefit, our first number is 6, that's followed by 8, and the final number is 9. Once again, 6, 8, and 9. Congratulations if you are tonight's lucky winner. The Playway Draw comes up next. We'll see you soon.
I'm a winner, you are winner, we are winners, winners.
It's the big one. Grenada. Imagine winning $25,000 and up to 6 times by scratching just one lotto ticket. Get your triple cash scratch tickets for a chance to live your best life. Win easy with Scratch. For just $3, match any of your numbers to any of the winning numbers and win the prize shown for that number. Reveal a money back symbol and win the prize instantly. Triple cash scratch. In stores now. Must be 18 or older to play.
Cause I'm a winner. From the moment that I get up, I'm feeling right.
Hello once again, this is the National Lotteries Authority's Playway Evening Draw for today, Friday, May 6th, 2022. I'm your draw hostess, Leslie Ann Johnson. With me once again, Ms. Priscilla Barry. She's representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. So in this game, you can bet from $1 up to $10, or you can bet in increments on any number or dream symbol of your choice, and being with a chance to win 24 times the amount you bet. $24, of course, for every $1 that you spend. Value your dreams and win your way with Playway. So let's see if you are a lucky one. Good luck to you. Check your tickets on Playway number 4 tonight. That number is 13. Once again, our Playway number is 1313. That represents Blackbird, so congratulations. If you are tonight's lucky winner, stay with us. The Daily Cash 4 comes up next. We'll see you soon.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash 4 every day, with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet, and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes, twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
All right, so we're back with you. This is the National Lotteries Authority's Daily Cash 4 Evening Draw. It is Friday, May 6th, 2022. I'm your draw hostess, Leslie Ann Johnson. And back with me once again, Ms. Priscilla Barry, representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. In this game, you can choose any number from 0 to 9 in any of the 11 bet types offered. The tickets cost as little as $1, except backup, which costs $2. More plays, bigger prizes. Let's play Daily Cash 4. Good luck to you. Okay, here we go. So our first number for tonight. Check your tickets. 5, the second number. 2, the next number. 8, the final number. 8 as well. All right, just to recap for your benefit, our first number is 5. That's followed by 2. The next number is 8. The final number is also 8. So that's 5, 2, 8, and 8. Congratulations if you are tonight's lucky winner. Stay with us. The Lotto draw comes up shortly. We're playing for $40,000. We'll see you real soon.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash 4 every day, with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet, and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes, twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Good evening, viewers and listeners. This is the National Lotteries Authority's Lotto Draw number 3356 for today, Friday, May 6th, 2022. I'm your draw hostess, Leslie Ann Johnson, and supervising the draw is Miss Priscilla Barry, representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. So we're playing for $40,000 tonight. But of course, before we select our 5 winning numbers, we will select our free ticket letter. So our free ticket letter for tonight is N as in number. Check to see if that matches the letter on your ticket, and if it does, of course, you can claim your free ticket at your outlet of purchase. So we'll now select tonight's 5 winning numbers for $40,000. Good luck to you. Alright, here we go. So check your tickets. Our first number for tonight. That number is 25, second number. 34, tonight's third number. 32, fourth number. 29, and the fifth and final number. That number is 33. All right, so let's recap for your benefit, starting with the free ticket letter. That is N as in number. And our 5 winning numbers for $40,000 are 25, 25, 34, 34, 32, 32, 29, 29, and 33, 33. Congratulations to you, of course, if you are tonight's lucky winner. Continue supporting the National Lotteries Authority. Have a great night.
I'm a winner, you are winner, we are winners, winners, winners.
It's the big one. Grenada. Imagine winning $25,000 and up to 6 times by scratching just one lotto ticket. Get your triple cash scratch tickets for a chance to live your best life. Win easy with Scratch. For just $3, match any of your numbers to any of the winning numbers and win the prize shown for that number. Reveal a money back symbol and win the prize instantly. Triple cash scratch in stores now. Must be 18 or older to play.
Cause I'm a winner. From the moment that I get up, I'm feeling right.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit or call LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Joseph Primus, also known as Uncle Joe of Morley St. Patrick, died on Friday, 22nd April 2022, at the age of 88. Left to mourn are his wife Rita Primus, his son, daughter, and many great-grandchildren in Grenada and England. He was also a member of the Men's League Choir and Prayer Group. His caregiver, Cheryl Sylvester. family, friends and neighbours near and far will deeply miss him. The funeral of the late Joseph Primus, also known as Uncle Joe of Marley St. Patrick, will take place on Tuesday, May 10th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the St. Patrick's Catholic Church and interment will be at the Churchyard Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Celia Klein Edwards, QC of Woodland St. George, died on Thursday, 28th April 2022, at the age of 65. Left to mourn are her children Crystal Klein, Deloney, Celine, and Emile Edwards, grandchildren Carter and Melody Edwards, and Nia Chase, brother George Klein Jr., aunt Sedma Klein, daughter-in-law Shanna Edwards, sister-in-law Gail Klein, many nieces and nephews. Her loving staff of the law firm of George Edie Klein are the loving staff Margaret Caliste and Julius Alexander. Many other close friends and relatives, Her Excellency Dame Cecile de la Grenade, Justices Rosalind Wilkinson, Nicola Bayer and Margaret Price Findlay, the entire legal fraternity of Grenada, and members of the legal fraternity of the OECS, the Rotary Club of Grenada, Diane Martin and family, Eileen James, Sister Corinne Clara and family, Ambrose Phillip, George Vincent, Rosemary Wells and family, Anne-Marie Klein, Camille and Justin Klein, the Stewart family of Archibald Avenue, the Charles family of Mongelou, Dr. Beverly Nelson and family, Eleanor Daythorne and family, and Nala Hadid. The funeral of the late Celia Klein Edwards, QC, of Woodland St. George, will take place on Thursday, May 12th at 11 a.m. Funeral service will be held at the Grenada Trade Centre, Montrouge, St. George, and interment will be at the Grand Anse Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Raymond Toussaint, also known as Ray, of Pearl St. Andrew, who resided at Westerhall, St. David, died on Monday, March 28, 2022, at the age of 58. Left to mourn his wife Lucille Toussaint, children Rachel in London and Silmond Toussaint in Grenada, brothers Patrick Toussaint in Canada, Reuben, Davrel, Ryan, Devon and Andre, sisters Deborah, Thordell, Lynthia, Donna, Ermin, Kimlon and Charmaine, brothers-in-law Arthur Campbell and Christopher Gill in Grenada, sisters-in-law Yvette Toussaint and Sonia Malcolm in Canada, Uncle Calvin Toussaint, Aunt Jean Lewis, many nieces and nephews including Patricia Phillip in Canada, cousins including Derek MacLeod, close friends Byron Bushy Charles in the USA, Tricia, Richard and Wendell. Other relatives and friends including the Gilbert, Wells, MacLeod, Gibbs, Williams, Alexander, Charles, Bartholomew, Mason and Ogilvy families, Pastor Saul Bowen and family, the staff of the Fisheries Division, vendors and fishermen, the Grenada Red Cross Society, NADMA, doctors and nurses at the General Hospital, the Grenada Conference of Seventh-day Adventists, and members of the Westerhall Seventh-day Adventist Church. The funeral of the late Raymond Toussaint, also known as Ray, of Pearl St. Andrew, who resided at Westerhall St. David, will take place on Thursday, May 12th at 2 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Seventh-day Adventist Church, Archibald Avenue, and interment will be at the St. George's Centre Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. George Sylvester Henry, also known as George Bernard, Old Police and Handyman, of Mount Gay St. George, died on Sunday, May 1st, 2022, at the age of 89. Left to mourn his former companion, Maureen Bernard, in the USA. Children, Catherine Millard, also known as Barbara in the USA, Evelyn Smith, Joseph James, Keith Charles, Leslie Allard, Jane Bernard, Cuthbert, Valerie, and Glenroy Johnson, all in Grenada, Yvonne Johnson, Erlyn Bernard Ramdas, and Dora Bernard in Trinidad, and Ray Charles in England. Many grandchildren, including Johnson Batiste James, and Jody Ann James, Marlene Salhab, Marcel Fullerton, Ronald and Randy Smith in Grenada, Giselle Hope, and Tricia Peters in Trinidad. Great-grandfather of many. Father-in-law of Lawrence Smith, Cherry Ann Batiste, Joy Johnson, and Coslin Allard. Other relatives and friends including John Thomas, and ex-members of the Grenada Taxi Association, Roy O'Neill, Cletus Pascal, Ifas McGilvery, Donis Simeon, David Fullerton, the Tourism Fraternity, and members of the Royal Grenada Police Force, and members of the Mountgay and Beaulieu communities. The funeral service for the late George Sylvester Henry, also known as George Bernard, Old Police and Handyman, of Mountgay St. George, will take place on Thursday, May 12th at 1:30 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Beaulieu Catholic Church, and interment will be at the Beaulieu Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Louisa Fedora Charles, also known as Mum of Seaview Carriacou, who resided in the United Kingdom, passed away on Monday, March 7th, 2022, at the age of 76. She was the mother of Melvin and Edwin Newton, Patricia Chase and Donis Romaine, grandmother of Ruel Chase, Shania Simon, Brittany Bristol, Dana, Javon, Ariel, Nina, Moses, Naomi, Aaron and Ian Newton, great-grandmother of 7, sister of Claudette Simmons and Festina Bernard in the United Kingdom, aunt of many too numerous to mention, her caretaker Jerry Roseman, many other relatives and friends including the Charles and Romaine families, the Roseman and Patterson families, and neighbours of Seaview and surrounding areas and in the United Kingdom, too numerous to mention. Louisa Fedora Charles, also known as Mum of Seaview Carriacou, who resided in the United Kingdom, was cremated on May 5th in the United Kingdom. A memorial service will be held in Grenada at a later date to be announced. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Anne E. Noel of Thebaid St. David died on Monday 2nd May 2022 at the age of 80. The funeral arrangements for the late Anne E. Noel of Thebaid St. David will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Geraldine Victor née Elcock of Mardi Gras St. David, who resided at Molinaire St. George, died on Wednesday, May 4th, 2022 in Kentucky, USA, at the age of 63. The funeral arrangements for the late Geraldine Victor née Elcock of Mardi Gras St. David, who resided at Molinaire St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Septimus Lewis, also known as Franklin Lewis and Ram Lyon, of Paradise St. Andrew, passed away on Friday 22nd April 2022 at the age of 61. The funeral arrangements for the late Septimus Lewis, also known as Franklin Lewis and Ram Lyon, of Paradise St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Mary Veronica Alexis, also known as Cynthia Alexis, of Florida St. John, passed away on Tuesday 3rd May 2022 at the age of 89. The funeral arrangements for the late Mary Veronica Alexis, also known as Cynthia Alexis of Florida St. John, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Hazel Lindor of Belmont St. George died on Friday 29th April 2022 at the age of 68. The funeral arrangements for the late Hazel Lindor of Belmont St. George will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Darren Stephen of Hopevale St. George, who resided in Boston, Massachusetts, died on the 17th of April at the age of 45. We'll have funeral arrangements for the late Darren Stephen of Hopevale in St. George, who resided in Boston, Massachusetts, in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Veronica Ann Thomas of Marigot St. John passed away on Saturday 23rd April 2022 at the age of 69. The funeral arrangements for the late Veronica Ann Thomas of Marigot St. John will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes.
Wilma Cecilia Pear, also known as Cecilia Gibbs of Cemetery Hill, St. George, who resided at Seaview, Carriacou, passed away on Thursday, 21st April at the age of 59. Funeral arrangements for the late Wilma Cecilia Pear, also known as Cecilia Gibbs of Cemetery Hill, St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Daniel Seeley, also known as Scorpion of Belmont, St. George, who resided in the USA and Romania, died on the 13th of April 2022 at the age of 62. The funeral arrangements for the late Daniel Seeley will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Errol Richard Bruno of Grandon St. George, who resided at Petmotar St. David, passed away on Monday 18th April 2022 at the age of 71. The funeral arrangements for the late Errol Richard Bruno of Grandon St. George, who resided at Petmotar St. David, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Simon Thomas, also known as Kojo, of Frequente St. George, passed away on Thursday, 7th April 2022, at the age of 60. The funeral arrangements for the late Simon Thomas, also known as Kojo, of Frequente St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. The families of the late Agnes Cobb of Beaulieu St. George, who passed away on May 5th, 2015, and was interred on May 19th, 2015, at the family cemetery Beaulieu, wish to thank all those who sent messages of condolences or in any way showed their sympathy to them in their time of bereavement. There has not been a day that you have not been thought of. In our hearts your memory lingers, sweetly, tenderly, fond and true, deeply missed, but forever remembered. Funeral arrangements were entrusted to Otway Bailey Funeral Home.
The management and staff of MTV extend deepest condolences to those of you whose loved ones have passed on. Thanks for watching.
The pain and agony of losing someone is never easy. Within your own mind and heart, there is a deep pain, agony that no one can fill. Within you see yourself painfully accepting the fact that you have lost someone you love. But this is what the Word of God said in the book of Psalms 121. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills from whence cometh my help. My help comes from the Lord which made the heaven and the earth. To him you need to look to for your help and your leadership and your guidance. Man will not give you that help that you need. Money, fame, even the very material things that you have sought. You realize in losing someone, none of those things would give you help. Right now, there is one person who stands ready to help you. His name is Jesus Christ. He is King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Why not trust him today? Why not allow him to be at peace in your life? I want to pray for you and your family. Pray with me. In the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, I surrender, Lord, every heart that is painfully accepting the reality of their lives who have lost a loved one. I pray, O God, that you comfort those families. Give them strength. Enable them to see, God, that you are there for them, that you, Lord, will never leave them, nor will you forsake them, for from you will come their help. I ask your blessing and for strength for them today, in Jesus' holy and precious name. Amen and amen. May God bless you and keep you and sustain you. May He overshadow you and look over your family as you reach deep within and overcome this deep sorrow and pain that you face. My prayers and thoughts are with you and your family. God bless you.
Rehabilitation work on the Armadillo Road in St. Patrick almost complete, much to the delight of residents. Details of this story and more in the National Report. Welcome back. With the details to the news for Friday, May 6, 2022, I am Sherry Ann Noel. Life is about to get easier for residents of Moncraven St. Patrick who utilize the Armadillo Road to get to their homes, thanks to an investment made by the government of Grenada. Rehabilitation work on the road is nearing completion. On Friday, the GIS visited the project and spoke with contractor Percy Edwards. He says the contract scope involves the construction of 600 feet of road. He says that they had to undertake a detailed excavation process because of the different types of soil and the amount of stones in the area.
The road was horrible, very, very horrible. When I watched the road had a lot of stones and concrete and no BRC. And it had a lot of tegua mud, like fat mud, raising up. So the excavator has to do two excavates. He has to take out them stones first, the first in the top, and then afterwards we also identify where the tegua really bad, and excavate it and then fill it up with binder. Okay, and also we have some they go ups and down with transportation coming and slide the road when we prepare the road. And we had some little ups and downs, but we're getting through.
Mr. Edwards says with the heightened level of construction activity now taking place across the island and the demand for ready-mix concrete, he is hopeful to receive his full quota so that the project can be completed on the weekend.
We are doing 600 feet of road, and the width is 15 feet wide. Okay, and we done a box drain with a cross culvert and a slipper drain. The both carry 5 inches concrete. Okay, and the box drain we put half-inch steel, used steel, 8 inches apart. And then the slipper drain we put 3/8 steel, 8 inches apart, and with 2 rows of block, with both of them filled with concrete.
Edwards says due to the depth that his team had to go in excavating the roadway due to the type of soil in certain areas, extra time had to be spent on fixing entrances to people's homes as the existing driveways had become higher than the new road under construction.
the existing road was high. And then because of the dropping down from the stones and the concrete and the tegua mud, the gaps become high. So to get a flow, the excavator has to take some of the gaps a little way in, as you can see, to get a good drive up. So that is unseen work, right? So that all these gaps included into the contract.
The construction of the road has created employment for over 10 skilled men in the area. Moving along, the former chairman of ECTEL's Council of Ministers says if governments in the region are to efficiently compete in the new digital economy, they must place emphasis on developing the digital skills of the workforce that will allow them to take maximum advantage of available opportunities. Dr. James Fletcher was guest speaker at ECTEL's inaugural anniversary lecture, which focused on the topic, the Electronic Communications Bill from Liberalization to Digital Transformation. He says in today's digital environment, people must be willing to learn and relearn if they are to succeed.
If you want to be a successful citizen in this environment, that's what you have to do. You have to be able to unlearn some of the things that you learned because they're obsolete or they've been proven to be no longer the case, and relearn new things. So a new social contract should also include investing in human capital to generate more opportunities for workers to find better jobs. There's an urgent need for us to bring everybody together, coming together of the minds, to design the future that we want and to determine the place that we will occupy in the global digital economy. I'm very, very optimistic and bullish about that digital economy because, like I said, for the first time, we have an opportunity to be major players in it if we do things the right way. And we're a small population in the OECS of what, 660,000 people? It's not that difficult for us to create that environment and re-educate or educate our people so that they can take advantage of it. That has to be a focus of our governments moving forward.
Dr. Fletcher said the region must find a way to more efficiently utilize technology by generating its own content as opposed to simply being consumer. He alluded to the fact that the Caribbean is rich in content, but education is necessary.
We have a lot of really good photographers in this region, but now we have people with phones that are just snapping pictures all over the place. Why can't we create deposit photos or Shutterstock or whatever for the Caribbean, and our people upload their pictures on there and they get a royalty every time? I can tell you, I will be one of the biggest subscribers to that site because I always want content, and there are people who want content.
The Ministry of Education, Human Resource Development, Religious Affairs says in keeping with guidance from the Caribbean Examinations Council, CXC, the external component of the Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment, CPA, will be held as scheduled on Thursday, May 12th and Friday, May 13th. The ministry is appealing to principals to remind their school population of the current health situation with the COVID-19 pandemic and the negative ways it can affect all. In this vein, everyone is being encouraged to take personal responsibility for his or her safety. This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Let's get tough on greed, yeah, larceny. It will destroy our economy. Larceny threatens our food security. Can hurt us locally, hurt us globally. To all the buyers, ask for license from all produce sellers. To all the people, 300 for police for them thieving fellas. To all the farmers, please don't steal produce from your brother. Then you're selling to traffickers, hotels and street vendors. Nah, man. Let's do all we can to stop greedy larceny. New vigilance, new laws, and a tough judiciary. Stop Grenada's organized business crime. It's time.
To report greedy larceny, call 300.
Welcome back. On the heels of its signing of a loan and grant agreement with the Government of Grenada for the second cycle of the Country Assistance Program, the CARICOM Development Fund, CDF, has also embarked on strengthening the capacity of the Customs and Excise Division. The CDF, through collaboration with the Government of Grenada, presented a vessel, Interceptor Craft, to Grenada's Customs and Excise Division. Rodinal Suma, Chief Executive Officer of the CDF, says they are happy to be able to make a contribution to enhance border security measures in Grenada.
It is not very often we get the opportunity to look at the tangible results of cooperation, and this certainly is an example. This asset is going to be invaluable to the Customs Department in rolling out its capacity to manage the borders better. It's also going to help with the establishment of the Marine Unit of the Customs Department. And this is consistent with the mission of the CDF to build the capacity of member states in the various areas in which they need to provide services to stakeholders, to facilitate trade in particular. And of course, this is where the border management becomes critical. So this is a particular pleasure for us to be here to help to officially launch this.
Customs and Excise Division's Acting Comptroller Algernon Belfon said the vessel will assist in the operations of the division.
This asset gives us the advantage of really being able to execute our objectives and responsibilities in relation to border security, in relation to servicing our pleasure craft sector, and to provide a plethora of advantages to our stakeholders. So today is a momentous one for us, and we look forward to better service from the Customs Division as we work forward to improve the way we do business in going forward for the Customs Division.
The 4th annual 1261 Film Festival, carried for October 26 to 30th, 2022, was officially launched at the Grenada Museum on Thursday evening. The film festival, the brainchild of Grenadian Mishaida Phillip, offers a platform for emerging and established creative voices and immersed entertainment from Grenada, the Caribbean, and the diaspora. Attending the launch were Minister for Tourism Honorable Clarice Modest Kerwin, MP for the Tongue of St. George Honorable Peter David, among other specially invited guests. Derek James from the Office of the Diaspora Affairs, during an interview with the GIS, says the 1261 Film Festival is another brilliant initiative by a Grenadian that has the potential to develop, creating more exposure for the abundance of raw talent that we have on island.
The Office of Diaspora Affairs collaborated with her. The Office of Diaspora Affairs see this as important because one of our thematic platform is on the question of culture. So we're teaming up with her. We think it was important for us to demonstrate the importance of the work of the diaspora, what we're doing to enhance the work of our diaspora members, and also as an initiative that we see as being critical in the development of film in Grenada. And as Ms. Phillip, one of our plans is to have workshops in schools and so on. So I think our collaboration is something that will enhance not just the office, but this program so that we could help her to promote it and bring it to the people in Grenada.
Tim Wasserberg, social producer with Wonderland Entertainment in the U.S., who is on island shooting a documentary on H2O, The Intelligence of Water, also attended the film festival. He says film festivals are important to allow for the creatives to tell their stories in varying ways.
Film festivals, we attend so many. We've attended so many across the Caribbean, Aruba, Dominican Republics, Turks and Caicos, all this. It's a way for everybody to interconnect because, as my partner says, it's one world, it's one people. So our getting together and talking, I mean, the festival director here, she went to school in New York, not far from where I went to school in New York, and her ideas of what she wants to talk about in the culture is just as, dynamic as everything that we've been talking about in New York as far as trying to get different initiatives pushed forward. But as far as this one in Grenada, it's great because, having been here, we've discovered so much in the past 5 days. We've never been to Grenada. So going out and seeing the rainforest, we were out there just now, we just came back from filming, but seeing the harbor, seeing the different people, hearing the history. There's so much of that I think is key to film festivals because by seeing a film at a film festival, you're transported somewhere.
Grenadian artist John Henry, whose paintings were on display, also spoke of the excellent opportunity that the film festival creates for him to connect with the wider Caribbean and diaspora.
I'm grateful for the opportunity today. Get to explore and socialize with everybody. Getting to see a few familiar faces as well as a couple of new faces. So the opportunity-wise, I'm just really grateful for it. It's an opportunity to actually get out, because of COVID and stuff like that. So that's a great opportunity for.
One of the actual portraits that you have there, if my vision is correct, it's the bougainvillea. Tell us about the type of materials that you're working with and how long did it take you to actually put together a piece?
Okay, well, the bougainvillea, that's a national flower, right? So it was just an opportunity to export. I like challenging myself, so I thought that as an opportunity. I mainly use like acrylic acrylic on canvas. In terms of time, I'm doing this full time, so let's say about 2 to 3 weeks, because I kind of multitask in a sense, so I don't only do one piece at a time.
Submissions eligibility to the 1261 Film Festival include films and videos that focuses on the subject matters about culture and experiences of the Caribbean and the African diaspora. And with that story, we come to the end of the National Report for Friday, May 6th, 2022. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Sherry Ann Noel, thanking you for viewing.